Yes, got him, got him. Yes. Oh, big dog. Got him. Oh, look at that. Oh yes, we're gonna get the net on this one. Across the head, he's taking it. Solid flatty. Okay, I'll get the net. He's all wrapped up in the line now. All right, glow bait flatty. Yes. Yes. Woohoo. All right, welcome back to another episode. Afternoon here, throwing some glide baits for flathead in Moreton Bay. So something a bit different. I've done it once before. I've lost my pole, so low camera angle today, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll run you through how to run the lure and all that in a second. First, let's get the brag mat out, measure this fish, and I'll get a look at him. Well, these are the standard hooks that come on a Molix Glide 178. Very, very sharp, which is what you need. All right, he's taking across the head, this fish. Get lip grips in there if I can. Come on, buddy. All right, check that out. That's pretty cool. That's a nice Moreton Bay flathead. Taking that Molix Glide 178 across the head. Pretty cool eat. Like 71 and a half. Beautiful glide bait flatty. Molix Glide under there. That's pretty cool. Coming back in the water. All right, hooks are out. All right, nice big 70 plus flathead. That's a gorgeous sight. He's pretty healthy, he's ready to go. I'll pop that hook. Oh, off he goes strong. All right, that was awesome. That fish hit that lure really hard. I whacked it and just tore off line. I didn't have the drag settle that light. It was pretty tight. Pulled a lot of drag. There's just a little bit of a drop off here. We've got some a sand and then some weave. We've got some little snake drains and stuff like that. Tide's just starting to come in. It's within the first hour of the run in. So yeah, that was really cool. I'll get back up and start casting and run you through how I was working that lure and all that sort of stuff. All right, let's go. Last time I was using a better outfit, I believe. I was using an amped swim bait rod, but I've got my Kaden 745C in the boat, so that's a 12 to 25 pound rod, up to 1.5 ounces. Now this lure, I'll have to check it out, but I think it might be beyond those capabilities of that rod, but it does it okay. I prefer the amped rod. It's got a little bit longer butt and it's a bit easier to throw this this heavier lure with. But I've got my Revo STX there. That spool with 40 pound castaway, P 2.5. I've got a 30 pound System Shock fluorocarbon leader, which has got a fair bit of stretch in it. And yeah, that's the lure again. That's the Molix Glide 178. So you got all those swiveling points so they can spin around. The hooks aren't particularly heavy, but quite sharp to set the hooks when you're getting a bite from those flatties. All right, I'll start casting and run you through how I run it, but I'm sitting here in only like a metre or so of water, and I'm casting this lure up as far as I sort of can, which isn't a great distance given that such a heavy lure. I'm letting it sink down, and then I'm cycling through different techniques, but you can tap the rod like this and wind at the same time and get that lure to dart from side to side. And if you just go for a straight wind, the lure S's along like this. And then if you can do things like just do like a on and off wind, and I'll bring that lure over here where you can see it probably a little. That's probably right here is probably the best bet. You're tapping it, you can see it going from side to side really hard like that. So See that? And then the straight wind is just that S-ing shape. So I mean, that's pretty good by itself, just on a straight wind, to be honest. And then that quarter turn is something in between the two, I guess, realistically. So mix it up until you get a bite, you know, whatever you're comfortable doing. RSI could be a problem, so straight winding is probably not a bad thing. But I'm pretty sure I caught that fish right on the back of that bit of sand that's coming out. So I reckon that flathead was sitting right in behind this sand spit here. So it shallows up the sand, and there must be a bit of weed and then a little bit of a drop off. And I reckon he was sitting in there, and there's like a snake drain up there as well. The last flathead I caught in the spot didn't hit the lure particularly hard. It whacked it and sort of foamed the surface up. It didn't pull much drag until I got on the boat and then pulled drag, but that fish just crunched it and ran. So that was really cool. I'll probably back the drag off a little bit, but there's plenty of drag on that reel. So, you know, I'm setting it for what I would run for dewies and threadies and that sort of thing. So that's pretty good. All right, I'll keep punching it along here, and hopefully I might pick up one more, but I think this is kind of the primo spot along this bank here for this particular scenario. But there's no reason why you couldn't pick a flat of that caliber up anywhere along this shallow flats in a lot of places. This is Moreton Bay, but obviously the jumping pin is very, very popular. Use your imagination. It's kind of what I did, just fishing an area I'm a bit more familiar with. I definitely will get down the pin this year and have a crack at this, but out in Moreton Bay this afternoon, and I had a quick look around at my usual haunts, and there's very little going on. I tried for a squid, I tried for a Jew, but really nothing around. So I was just sort of thought, oh well, the tide's really right to go and try this flathead thing again. And I probably went a little bit earlier last year, sorry, a little bit later in the year last year, but I thought, oh well, it's July, it's sort of flathead season, so it's only going to get better as we come into sort of August and September. But yeah, they're obviously, you know, getting up in the shallow water already, so worth a look, guys, I reckon. Bit of bait kicking in here too, bit of big bait, you know, obviously this lure kind of imitates a mullet or something like that, or a whiting. So anyway, you're seeing that sort of bait, obviously not a bad place to look. Oh. Looks that realistic. Mr. Eagle's come in to grab it. He's obviously seen me working this lure and gone, yep, I'm getting that mullet. Go away, Eagle, you're gonna spook my floodies. All right, I got myself a new net too, finally. So, kind of sick of fish going through it. I had that barrow go through it up north. Squid got through it numerous times. So brand new net, a little bit narrower in the head than the other one, which is good because it's easier to get in and out of the back hatch here. And that's the first fish that it's got, so yes, thank you very much, Mr. Net. All right, let's get going, see if we can catch Dewey. Alright, spotted a few fish here, not a lot, but I'm just hoping to catch something. Not big, but something just to fill out the session. There you go. Yeah, I got something here. Not big. Flathead. flathead. Oh, something. It's not a 70, 72 like the last one, but it'll do. All right, come on, buddy. See ya. All right, well, today's video, the sounder let me down. Couldn't find anything with the sounder, so I had to just go and grind out a good flathead on the flat, so that was pretty cool on a glow bait. Second time I've actually gone glow baiting for flathead, and second time I've caught one in the same sort of spot, so I think I'll be back doing that again pretty soon, actually, and I've got probably a good couple of months ahead of us now of that sort of fishing, so yeah, hope to get my head around it and learn a bit more. Anyway, that's it. Sorry the lack of fish, but that's fishing. All right, catch you next time.